Yep.
Well, pay your bill then. Heck, Netflix can do. Well, pay for it. He got his money. Heck, Netflix can do. Pay for it. He got his money. That's why I join sometimes in tournament. That's why I join sometimes in tournament.
For fuck's sake. I'll get back on.
I did it. I did it.
I'll get back on.
I did it. I did it. He don't like you. He don't like you. But it don't like me. The female doesn't like the male. It don't like me. The female doesn't like the male.
In my, I was suggesting do a new map.
That's oh, we were doing good since last week. About Thursday. Let's see, when's that garbage day? Thursday. Crash. And it's like, okay, oh well. You know what? I was like, oh well. I'll leave Matt a message, and I was like, oh well, I'm not in a hurry. Shit, whatever. No, you were busy. Your family and your work. That's more important than games, like I told you. Escape from here, and that trigger pink is sad. Hatchet, cool. Okay.
Who would bless you? Uh-huh.
I would think you have to pay a lot of child support. Then that means
Nope.
no, 'cause you are still on Discord. There it is. I updated my
I
stuff
would say
yesterday.
give it a
That
rest
day that
for a
they had
week.
problems, I updated all my stuff.
Nah, 10 gigabits is not good enough.
Damn, that'd be nice for us. For free? Don't I wish?
Uh-huh.
Fuck it.
Thought it would be a big nut. Thought.
Easiest thing I've ever done. Easiest. You cold-holding old imbecile.
No, there's nothing I can do. Sorry, I have to wait for a minute and a half.
How have I put up with it for so long?
The slow progress of the Mercedes was now causing me problems because the skies were dry and my water bucket was nearly empty.
He keeps breaking down in front of me and then going, it's a minute and a half, you have to wait. And it isn't a minute and a half, it's about 15 minutes. I must get ice. We can't afford to wait for him bumbling around.
No, you do need more ice.
I know.
You need more water.
I know we said we'd work as a team, and we are working as a team. And the teamwork is leaving him behind.
Yep, as a team.
With that decision made, we set off.
Come on, little bike. Keep going, Revy, keep going.
And mostly, the progress was good.
Sorry, that was not on purpose.
Let's find out what lies in here for you. Come on.
Oh, dearie me. I think he's drowned your hog.
Hammond insisted I get out and help, but it was all muddy, so I came up with a better idea.
It's working. This is impressive delicacy from planting here. I'm staggered.
How gentle was that?
You were extraordinarily gentle.
You know that'll never work again. It was £800 from a supermarket. Yeah, the handlebars will come off. Blowing water out of your exhaust pipe. No way.
Oh, come on!
Why did you and McGregor use a BMW GS?
I don't know, they're very expensive and
Wasted his money.
I'm staggered. Meanwhile, much further back, the soggy dock was not being so lucky.
1.5 minutes.
As the afternoon wore on, the roads became even worse. And the human terrapin was really starting to slow me down.
Right, my bucket is now officially dry. I have got to get to a source of fresh, clean water before that ice melts.
Come on. Holy shit! I'm now in the sea!
I've got to get to the source of got to get to the next town. Can we stop messing about?
I'm not messing about!
You are?
I'm not messing about! There are no words! Let's kind of get him on.
Come on, Hammond, we're running out of ice.
Oh, bollocks!
That's a track inspector, it really is.
This is... I don't even like fish!
Eventually, I had no choice but to abandon my remaining colleague.
Don't even know how far away the next town is. But I have got to get there before the last of the ice melts. I've got to get some water. And it's going dark. Anyone can sing Feed the World. It's actually quite difficult though, as it's turning out, to do it. Especially if you have a motorcycle or a Mercedes that you've converted into an aquarium.
Come on, keep going. Keep going, German. That's marvellous. Bugger. Bollocks and arse.
However, after total darkness fell, solid teamwork meant I was in good shape.
Right, on the upside I've found a town, well, it's a settlement, where I've got water and I've got ice, so the fish are fine. The downside, I just found out I'm not even halfway to bingo. It's the middle of the night, Hammond and May are hours, 3-4 hours behind me. So do I wait for them?
Oh dear. Right. Calm.
Bollocks! Amazingly, the morning revealed that Jeremy had waited for us until the convoy was reunited. But before we could set off, I had to repair my bike, and James had to refill his depleted water tank.
So, water is just
No, don't
water.
do.
I don't particularly want to see you, just to be absolutely clear.
Why?
Well, I got here at 4 a.m, wet, with consumption, smelling like a damn dog, tried to sleep in the car, and what did I hear?
No idea.
Snoring. Your car snoring. That bloody generator thing, it's like someone's snoring but without the pauses in the
The
breath.
generator is necessary to keep my fish fresh. Where's your water gone?
On my head. Anyway, we've got to make more water. This is water. I was just about to explain that is normal water, which we're all familiar with. You drink it. Seawater is salty. We all know that.
I know, I've got you some salt.
It's not that sort of salt. That doesn't
It
work.
is.
No, it isn't. That's
It's salt.
table salt. Exactly. Sea salt has extra minerals in it, but that doesn't. That's been refined. This is sea salt. So we have to work out. I'll show you. Normal water. Needle at the bottom. Okay, we have to mix enough salt to put the needle on there, right at the top of the scale.
Yeah.
Okay? And I know that's 25 litres.
Well, hold on, no. If you're doing 25 litres at a time,
I'm doing 25 litres to work out how much salt to put in. Work out the
Here all
proportion.
morning.
No, we're not.
we are, because you've got to fill your entire tank.
So what do you think I should do?
Why are you so angry with me? I've come to help.
You haven't come to
How?
help. You could have almost done it by now.
I've
I'm just standing there being fatuous and bringing the thing thing of salt from a seaside cafe from the 1950s in Malta. Bugger off. Please.
Get on with it.
Go away. Right, so, you know that...
Don't talk, just get on with it.
Having refilled my tank,
That should be close enough. For my fishy friends.
our convoy continued on its mercy mission to Bingo.
I think got 300 tarpaulin to try and reduce the scratching and keep the fish above its guts. It does smell so rank in here, I haven't even got the excuse of dead fish. I think I've got crotch rot from sitting in my own wet underpants for 16 hours yesterday.
Is that an octopus on the back of your bike now?
Yes,
Where did you get that from?
found it in a pond.
Hammond, have you emptied out the back of my pickup truck to reload your ridiculous drying system?
No, I went fishing.
Did you?
There's a freshwater octopus, Mozambique freshwater octopus. They're quite famous but very rare.
Hate him. Right, yesterday we covered 100 miles. Today, well, we've still got 100 miles to go. And none of it, from what I hear, is on tarmac.
For me, that was a particularly terrifying prospect.
Oh no, red dust. Oh God, here we go. It doesn't look like anything much, but this soft red sand sits on a very hard subsurface, and it is simply impossible to ride a bike over. It just has no grip. Front end got away from me.
It's only another 100 miles to this, Hammond.
I can't do it.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do it. He's not bothered about world having got no poverty. Puts themselves in.
After a while, though, Hammond decided to be brave, with hilarious consequences.
Come on, stop it. There we go again. Yep. Nope. Yep.
You know, James, it's actually possible to get bored with watching Hammond fall off a motorcycle.
Oh, bollocks.
So let's just add up the amount of times I've fallen off the Datsun hardbody. Yep, none. Because it's got 4 wheels.
Meanwhile, the drier roads meant my Mercedes was working well too.
Temperature stays spot on. Oil pressure goes up and down a bit, but there is some. The clock is still right, it's 25 miles away. This car is running as sweet as a nut. Electrical fire. Whoa, something's badly on fire on the right-hand side of this car.
I can't understand how in a car made almost entirely from water is on fire.
Well, that's the weird thing. Water with electrics causes fires. That's why you have a different type of fire extinguisher for electrical fires.
He's even managing to make a car fire boring.
It's electric, smell it.
Keen to do my bit for health and safety, I asked one of our camera team to modify James's fish tank so that if another fire broke out, there'd be plenty of water available to put it out.
Please don't move out. Oh, here we go. No, held it.
Several miles back, my life was as miserable as ever.
Oh God, it's the waiting that kills you. I'm just waiting for it to let go. This is like being told, yeah, you're going to get the electric chair. We'll put you in it. And just leave you in it. And then, I mean, I don't know, sometime, probably in the next hour or the next week, we'll flip the switch. bollocks.
Fire taken care of, I was now back on the move.
All right, fellas. I'm sort of assuming the fish are boys, but some of them must be girls. Do you get girl and boy fishies? You must do. He needs to watch where he's going, that boy.
Meanwhile, up ahead in the hard body, I'd run into a spot of bother.
What's up?
Ice machine's broken.
How does sawing your bonnet up bend your ice machine?
I've had a brilliant idea and I'm glad you're here, actually, so you can give me a hand. No, seriously, James. James, most of our fish are in the...
The good fish are in here.
90% of our fish are in the back of my pickup truck, and he's just driven off. Where's Hamilton? Hello. Behold my genius.
Yeah, fascinating.
Well, there we are. He's just done 100 yards without falling off.
Eventually, my new fish preservation solution was up and running.
What I've done is I've rerouted the exhaust through the bonnet, over the cab, into the load area where the fish are, which is now covered with a tonneau cover. And then I've adjusted the fueling on the engine, so now it's producing thick, lumpy black smoke, which of course is smoking the fish, and that's good for the environment. Because normally you have to have a smokery, a factory, and then you have to transport the fish to wherever it is they're going. But what I'm doing here is I'm making kippers as I drive along. Cold rolled kippers. You'd buy those, I know I would.
Further ahead, Bono and Angelina were discussing the distance left to cover.
By my very rough reckoning, because my speedo and my mileometer aren't working, I think we've got about somewhere between 70 and 80 kilometres to go to bingo.
Why do you have to live so bloody far away?
Any fish left?
Yes, I have 2. But I think it's better to arrive with 2 fish than not to arrive with 10. That's a parable.
Yeah, it sounds positively biblical, I think. Oh, I don't like the look of this.
Oh, bollocks!
Jeez, that's a big one.
What is this stuff?
Oh, hello. My colleagues.
Is that you, Clarkson?
Sure is. Move your bloody car, mate.
What a muppet, he's got a 4-wheel drive pickup truck. What are those bits of scaffolding coming out of your bonnet for?
I'm making kippers, or I would be if you hadn't to block the way.
Is it making kippers?
They look like the handrails out of a disabled shower from back here. What are they?
They're exhaust pipes.
What?
Ice machine broke. I'm now turning them into smoked fish. This is a kipper factory.
Hang on, you're smoking them in diesel smoke.
Yes.
Hey,
Hey?
yeah, I know.
Just
Why do you
smoke.
think that's
What you
never
do?
been done before?
Nobody's thought of it.
No, because it's vile.
Well, what you eat wood smoke? That's disgusting. You're near a bonfire.
You think oak smoke's fish is the same as diesel smoked fish.
It's coal-rolled kippers.
It's under there now smoking in
How
your
can I
view.
turn the engine off?
This interesting discussion was not helping the people of Bingo, so we knuckled down to the business of getting through the mud.
I'm gonna go behind the trees, because I'm narrow, so I can. Oh! That's a thorn tree! No! Oh, Christ! Get off!
Meanwhile, May made me give him a tow.
Right, James May, are you ready?
Go.
Yes!
Come on, keep going, keep going. Hang on, I'm stuck here, I'm bottomed out.
And that's pretty much all I did for the rest of the day.
So close!
Here we go again. Let's turn it out. Listen to that CV joint. Damn him and his stupid aquarium which weighs 1,800 tons.
That's the most stuck it's ever been.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Luckily, Ewan McHammond was always on hand to provide some comic relief.
Aha! I can go at the middle, you see?
You do realise it's entirely possible that we won't end up in Bingo even today. 3, and we have done, since we set off at 7 o'clock this morning, 52 miles.
That meant there was another 50 miles to go. Fortunately, however, there was no more mud. Unfortunately, it was replaced by this. The wettest road I'd ever seen.
Oh my word, this is a deep one. This looks low range. Oh wow. There's water, a lot of water has come in. I am up to my anus now in water.
As Jeremy waded through the lake, I found a narrow path round the edge.
Ha ha! What clever Hammond's done.
What an incredible machine this is. Look at this, Hammond.
Oh! Oh! Got more water in it, mate.
Yes, exactly. It's come up above the level of the doors.
Have you checked for fish?
Look,
Well, I mean,
don't be stupid.
no, given what we're doing.
With 2 of us safely across, all eyes were now on the hopeless Macquarium.
James, it is extremely deep.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll do just a gentle bow wave like they do at off-road school.
Here he comes.
There you go. Oh shit. Shit. Help! Oh, your fish are going to escape. Oh,
James,
bollocks.
don't let the fresh water get in your salt water.
I don't give a toss about that. Come and get me.
I have rescued you 1,000,000 times. And I'm not towing that damn thing anymore. You are breaking the CV joints in my hard body.
Having finally got fed up with him, Hammond and I decided to get radical. So that night, as James slept,
Right, Matty, I'm fucking off. Yes. If you say yes again, then you're a big bitch. Oh,
What happened?
Alright, so then, Matty.
That's it.
This made James very unpleased.
You bastards! I hate you! Both of you! You utter bastards!
Listen, I am prepared to tow your boot full of water. That's important. I'm not going to tow a dead engine that's full of water as well. That's just a waste of fuel.
Rubbish, it wasn't dead. I could have mended that once we dragged it out. It's just ignition. I've done it 5 times already. You complete moron.
I hope you get Bill Hart's here of the ball sack.
Right, that's it. He's asked for it.
Funny, very funny.
Funny man.
I think you're following him too closely.
Why don't you sod off?
Has it affected the handling?
What was that?
Fearful that James was about to catch cancer from my coal rolling, I invited him to enter my hard body. And was he grateful? No.
The ride in this thing is appalling. Why is it so bad?
So if an ambulance came to rescue you, would you complain about the quality of the ambulance?
No.
Or why are you complaining about everything I've done for you?
Because you're rescuing me from effective injury that you inflicted. I'd still complain about the man who mugged me if he then said, oh, well, I'll be on there. I'd still complain.
Let's be brutally honest, shall we? Your car's been a terrible nuisance all the way along.
Not to me.
It has to me because I've had to wait for it for days.
You're so noble, I won't forget to mention you in my speech.
You're not going to get it. You're not getting a Nobel Prize.
Why not?
Because you're ending with 3/4 of a car.
That doesn't, you don't get the prize for how much car you bring. You get the prize for bringing the fish. Don't forget you're towing my fish, i.e. the fish that are still edible.
Mine are edible.
No, they're not.
They are. They're just...
I can assure you they're not.
It was a shame about James's bad mood because we were on the verge of success. Come on! Sure, our plan to feed the world had been beset on all sides by much discomfort and many setbacks.
We've got 8 plus 1 that got out in the boat.
I am up to my anus now in water.
Oh, God.
There'd been some terrible smells too. And several accidents. Some of which were quite funny. But despite everything, we were now just a few miles from bingo.
I think if we're going to be sensible, what we should have done is had a pickup truck with an aquarium in the back.
I sort of have.
That motorcycle has been remarkable. It's 800 quid from a supermarket.
Yeah.
I know Hammond's been obsessing about how he doesn't look like you and McGregor in The Long Way Down, but to me he does, because it's a motorcycle and they're all exactly the same in my mind.
We could make a film of all of his crashes and call it Wrong Way Up.
I've got to tell you one thing. You know, normally, people from television or film or whatever come out to Africa to do charitable work. They're photographed by Hello magazine, and then it's back to the hotel, Chateauneuf de Pape, fly home to get the OBE.
Right.
They don't actually do what we've done, do they?
No, I don't think so.
I've never seen Victoria Beckham trying to pull half a Mercedes across Mozambique. Bingo! There it is, our quest is at an end. Sir Jeremy and the Nobel Award-winning James May and Richard Hammond are arriving.
Hello. Have we got good news for you guys?
A Aware that our fish may cause a stampede, we found a spot with enough space to accommodate the crowds.
Are you ready? This will get them running over here. Oh, look at that. Hundreds and hundreds of delicious fishes. Diesel-infused kippers.
James, however, was not so happy about the condition of his fish. And for some reason, he blamed me.
All that messing around and dragging around, you killed them. Those were all alive this morning. All of them are dead.
How do you know all of them are?
Because they're floating, that's what fish do. I've kept those alive for 3 days, you muppet. I mean, it doesn't matter because they're still fresh. Because you did this, you dragged it along, bouncing it around too much and not thinking about the fish, and you finished them off.
This, though, was no time to get bogged down with who killed James's fish, because it was him. So we got on with the job of setting up the stalls.
Is that straight?
No.
And eventually, we were ready for the crowds to descend.
Customer. Nobody's interested.
So we moved on to the next phase of our plan.
Is the man from home does he get all these shots? Is that? Oh yeah. Give me a concerned. Can see a concerned face? Can you make sure you get plenty of local people in the background? It's obvious I'm in Africa.
And then, with not a single fish given away but the pictures taken, there was only one thing left to do.
Well, chaps, let's get the helicopter.
Oh, wait a minute. Why? Oh, lies. Oh, shit, I should have that one. Okay.
Well, hopefully we can answer that with this short montage of what you can expect over the next
That's a good one. No, I was looking to play a game, and there was a clue I had to figure out. It says the clue told you it says I can be trolled and can be make you crazy. Most people don't like me and think I'm harmful. What am I in this free other world?
He's gone! Hang on a minute!
This civilization is a town called Morn. In order to reach it, you must build the contents of these boxes. You have enough food for 7 days. But it's not such a serious situation. It would be a good laugh.
There must have been 30 or 40 people in the room when the police arrived.
Thompson!
Jesus Christ, no, I'm pulled too close to the edge.
Let's sing a song.
No. I am sitting where Jim Clark sat.
Coming in hard and hard.
Give me my key, I want out of here. I want out of this castle.
Well, they'll be using that pistol.
Other than that, supposed to have fun today and play the video games. But he's working on a damn game.
You're going to like how it begins because even over here on this side of the pond,
I would help you, but I don't know what to do.
Detroit is the spiritual home
So I just,
of anyone who's communal.
I'm just support for you.
Beats big, lovely place. Which is why this week, and it's long overdue, the Grand Tour is off to the Motor City.
Go, Matt, go.
With an idea.
You can do it. Rah, rah, rah. How's that? See, I can be a sport man. See, that's all I'm good for. It's for sport.
Of course, the whole world knows that Detroit is now a shadow of its former self. But we also know that efforts are being made to bring life back to the ruins with urban farms. Local people are being encouraged to grow kale and beans and seeds in plots like this where houses and businesses once stood. It breaks your heart. I mean, this is Detroit. It shouldn't be a help-yourself pop-up street allotment for organic vegan peace hippies, when it could be a pulsating playground for the petrol head. It has the roads. It has the space. It was built by the rumble of a V8, and it should rumble to that sound once more. So that's what we've come here to do. Make some noise. Toys we'll be using. 3 American muscle cars, all of which have been tuned to a tire shredding DEFCON 1.
Mustang RTR Spec 3. Mr. Slowly has what's called the Exorcist. And in his whining Dodge Challenger Demon, Hammond has an erection.
To make this, they took a Hellcat, I drove one before on the show, and just made it more of everything. I have 840 horsepower, a massive supercharger, and on the bonnet there, or hood, that's the biggest hood shoe ever fitted to a production car, ever.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Shack here. Victory has been achieved. Our first war in Foxhole as a community has wrapped up, and what a blast. I'm so glad I found this little gem of a game. We've been playing it. I've been playing. I put 80-something hours in the last week and a half, and it is a blast. This last war, War 76, though, has come to its conclusion. Actually, the new war has already started, hence why this video is a little bit late. I've been playing in the second one. I had every intention of taking a break between wars. Didn't happen. But if you don't know what Foxhole is, let me give you a quick rundown. Foxhole is a community-driven, well, it is a two-sided war that's going on in multiple servers across the Texas. Here is a look at the map. Actually, this is the War of 76. The blue side, the top is the Wardens. The green side is our side, the Colonials, and they're bashing it out. Now, at the beginning of the war, we had pretty stable lines. There was a little give and take on the Western Front. All the way, the Wardens managed to push all the way up and capture Fisherman's Row really early in on the war. And that looked scary, but then we managed to rip up and around and trade for Godscroft on the Eastern Front. And then things stabilized. There was a little bit of fighting back and forth, recapturing, losing Inlet Shore, at least the middle of it. Fisherman's Row and Westgate almost fell at some point. That was some serious fighting over on the Western Front. If the Wardens had pushed from Fisherman's Row into Westgate, in a different timeline, we would have lost this war because they would have been on our back line, I think. Now, I don't know what regiments were involved in the fighting over there. I didn't fight on the Western Front, but I'm just damn impressed that they managed to hold after being hit for so long. And one of the battles that Armco was specifically involved in was the battle for Inlet Shore, specifically the Evil Eye. The Evil Eye is an island that we had access to going through Godscroft and Tempest Island. The worst of the fighting in this region was trying to take Tuatha Watch Post, which had a particular structure that held us for a couple of hours. We were sitting there sieging it, machine guns, mortars. We brought up multiple jeeps to crack this building that the enemy constantly would swarm in the evening, and then we'd manage to push them back. Eventually, though, we did break through and chase them out of the entire island, which gave us a front line for what happened next. And we're fighting on this. We're learning the game. And eventually, our tech guys unlocked tank research like 6 hours before the Wardens. Those guys were on point, organizing and moving those resources and getting it done. And when we unlocked those, myself and a bunch of armed guys and a bunch of other regiments grabbed a ton of armor and nailed Weathered Expanse. Between Endless Shores to Weathered Expanse, the front line just collapsed. We had the Blitz of Weathered Expanse, and we spent, myself, Commander Jack, Fence Engineer, spent 6 hours in space that day when we unlocked armor and just rolled hard. We watched many comrades in their vehicles explode in fiery doom in their vehicles, in their armor, especially that first. I don't think I've seen a ballista actually manage to accomplish anything except for explode, and I love that it's considered like the OP tank of the day. But oh man, such a blast. So Foxhole is a game that I'm absolutely loving. Whether you're on the Warden side or the Colonial side, it's been a blast. The footage you're actually seeing in the background, by the way, is the fight in Weathered Expanse. Right, this is the footage from that fight, us rolling through, hitting enemy bases and bunkers. They held us up for quite a while at a couple of these bunkers that were set up. That's my biggest issue. I think my biggest complaint with the game so far is bunker sieges. So the way that you defend your territory on like at night in offline hours when there's not a lot of people on, you have these bunkers that basically are run by the AI, and they can fight tanks, they can fight infantry, they've got rifle garrisons, they've got AT turrets, and if they can get even bigger, they can have artillery that auto fires when the base takes damage. So if you're an infantryman and you want to take out, say, a concrete bunker that they've set up and you've got anti-building grenades, you can try to run up to it and throw those grenades. The rifle garrison will probably gun you down. This war and the war that's going on right now, there are no smoke grenades. You can't cloud the vision of these bunkers to be able to get close. And the grenades that I'm using as my example require very close range. But when you get into the bases where they've got like AT weapons and auto-firing artillery, things get a little silly. There was one siege that we were doing where our artillery, we showed up with 2 full batteries, and the enemy AI artillery was almost 100% accurate, and it would respond immediately to taking any kind of damage to their bunkers, meaning we couldn't siege the building that was in the way because it would just nuke our artillery the second we tickled the base. So there's a bit of a complaint there. I don't like bunker busting. If it takes 80, 90 grenades to take out a base, can you imagine that when you can only carry, like, you only want to carry 1 or 2 because you're probably not going to live through it? What you're seeing on screen right now is a really interesting Reddit post. It's the most upvoted one for Foxhole, posted by Redite, and hopefully that's how you say your name. It's really interesting, though. It talks about bunker fighting and infantry gameplay, how to make it more interesting. Right now, you can have dead-end bunkers where it's just a literal mess of bunkers that you have to crawl over, and it's not very fun to fight around. You can't really fight inside them because they're a bunch of dead ends. There's no gameplay there for infantry, and honestly, it's not very fun. So hopefully they fix it. I recommend you guys take a look at that if you're into Foxhole and want to see kind of where it is right now with the bunker structure gameplay. Spaghetti messes of bunkers, of rifle garrisons, that if it's hard to traverse as an infantryman, then it's doing its job to the point where it's not even fun to fight around. It is just a mess. It doesn't even look like a battlefield. It looks like somebody just dumped Lego blocks of concrete all over the floor, and now those pieces of concrete are shooting back at you. That's my biggest complaint with the game. But outside of that, the fighting in Weathered Expanse and Endless Shore, and then pushing up through Viper Pit, all of that was, it was so much fun, knowing that the logistics trucks were rolling front to give us a hand, and that, friendly artillery helping repair friendly tanks as their engines get knocked out and they run out of fuel because their fuel tank gets blown out, or they've been tracked and they're vibrating all over the place, trying to pull back from the enemy front line and trying to get them online before the enemy AT guns get close or the enemy light armor gets close and whacks them. Yeah, it's an interesting game that we're having a blast with. So fall back, we're too close. He set a satchel charge. All right, mine? I don't know what he was doing. 2 down. The medic's medicing. Trying to run. Tagged him. He's down. That's a whole fucking squad. Hey! There's another one. I lost track of him. Probably 1 or 2 left. Come on, you blueberries. Pop out. Whack-a-mole. Oh, we're both out of fuel? I'm sorry, I was messaging Yav, letting him know our exact location. I wonder at what level this thing will actually fix the tank, or the gas tank.
Milo, do you know the... I don't know if that was a warning. It was somebody, though. This is like a horror game, dude. They're just charging us with explosives.
Right.
That was important. Is it black and white for everybody else?
Yeah, I think we're in no man's land, that's why.
So it's a nighttime, which makes it dark. I literally just came back from dealing with the exact same mess with 2 other regiment tanks. We got 1 out, the other one's dead. Alright, let's get out of this.
Damn. Hey, well, we're just lucky we didn't get tracked. Alright, Spence, switch out. Quite see up there. Okay, friendlies. Man, I like the tank, but you have to be so much more careful as an infantryman. I can just, I think tank commanding is something that I would do on occasion. It's fun, but... ready to back up. Get ready to back up. Put one into that rifle garrison. Alright, let's give it another poke. Reloading. Reloading. Thanks for how we look at. Alright, poke it. Oh, wait. Infantry. Oh, we got that rifle garrison. Nice. Back us up, back us up. That tank's turning, it's turning. Back, we just got hit. Back us up. When I say back up, you slam the gas. Don't worry about running them over. Alright, we're with you, Grim. We're with you. Looks like they got him. Okay, yeah, we're pushing full on. We got multiple units, let's do it. Yeah, their armor's already up there. Let's get aggressive. What an epic push. I don't have a shot, there's a berm in front of us. We have to cross the berm. Cannot fire, berm's in the way. We need to push forward. Oh, we just got hit by it. Yep, that's another round. 2 into us. Well, if we want to give one of them a try, but the chances are it's going to be able to fire. Once you hit one of those turrets, they're going to fire back at us. Well, we'll be the guinea pig. Let's see. Can we go up there? That's a negative. We can't get up there. That's a good position. Oh, maybe. Hey, we can get up this way. No. Maybe. Wow, that was janky, but we're up here. Let the rest of them know. I can see it. Reloading, back us up. Yeah, 6 minutes left. Saving throw takes 100 bits. Just got where the colonials have broken through the ward's defenses are now making their way inland. The wardens have fallen back to more fortified position, he says, and now are holding the colonials. Yeah, they are. This is a seriously fortified position without artillery. I don't think we're going to be able to crack it. Yeah, it's a rough spot.
We need infantry to deal with the AT guns.
Yeah, or some arty. Oh, you guys got up here, nice. Okay, we've already put 1 round into a tank. I'm sure he's been repaired by now, but there's multiple AT guns. And they're building more. Ooh, that's some hits. Yep. Oh, hey guys, so if you're bringing the tank up here, here's the brief. They've got 4 AT guns and a tank running behind it, and 2 tanks farther to the southeast. You do not want to roll up any farther than where our other tank just died, which is about, I don't know, 10 meters in front of you. Okay, he's behind us, turn around. I put 1 round into him. Alright, press forward. Reloading, come on. I got a round into him.
Yeah, 5 tank. Still tank.
Reloading. Alright, fall back a little bit. Alright, creep up again. We'll cover these guys. Ooh, we're smoking. the tank got blown up. And they pushed for the fuel tank. They've got one tank left over there. And then Logi's charging him. Hero Logi for the win. He's still alive. He just killed one of them. We got a warden to the north of us, just single warden roaming around. There's a motorcycle over here. See, there's any peanuts at. You got a wrench? Ah. There's a warden motorcycle over there. We don't have a wrench. Might be B-mats in it. If there are any, yeah. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. You know it. Well, hey, there might be B-mats to fix my turret so I can pew-pew. Come on, lucky day. Yes, 200 B-mats. Luckiest son of a bitch, I swear.
Yes, Rainbow, yes.
We're fully repaired. Get your B-mats here. Let's get these other tanks up online too. All right, unlock so I can get in. Unlock. Ah! Shot. Yeah, let's see if we can poke it. Just be real careful with those turrets. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some repairs after that. We're gonna have to poke. We gotta hit it again. Something really entertaining about that. How's our health?
52.
Ooh, okay, those guns hit hard. Y'all gotta check your tanks.
All mass repairs in my truck if anyone needs it sent.
SpongeBob, I get my media